as many of you have probably seen on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that, overnight the Chewbacca Buildable figure 75371 box art has been leaked. So I thought I'd take a look at it, as many people are, and give you my view. So let's go back to 2018, I think, maybe it was. Let me just double check that. Yep, September 2018, when 75530, the original Chewbacca Buildable figure, was released. And as we all know, kind of the Buildable figure series was a bit of a mixed bag. Some of them kind of were popular, and some of them, like the Sergeant Jyn Erso, can still be found on shelves and have become an item of ridicule. And I do have one for sale on the Brick store, proving that some things just kind of go away. They kind of remind me of old action men. It's strange. They're kind of that same kind of modular feeling as Eagle Eye Action Man was. Anyway, so overnight, kind of, we've gone from 75530, which wasn't too bad, let's be honest. I mean, he had a good face on that, to the new one, which, has pretty much been pilloried across the internet for how bad it is. And given that it's going to be probably around the 300 Australian dollars mark, it is quite astonishing. Kind of, whilst the legs and the body aren't too bad, and certainly the crossbows is a pretty interesting build, and the little belt of bullets are interesting. The face is awful, and we'll come to that. But if you think about this in scale size, if those straps across his chest, the kind of the ammunition belt, are those ingot bars, they're a 1x2, so it's of a fair size when you actually get it built, which is even more astonishing when you consider that that's its face. Kind of the success of any character model, you know, anyone that's watched Lego Masters or follows any of these things, you know, they're always talking about telling the story and the faces and how to use kind of shapes and expression and stuff like that. And this is just like, I think this is the worst bit of it. Like, the body and stuff's pretty decent, but the face is just like bad, isn't it? Kind of the eyepieces and stuff like that. It kind of reminds me of the same kind of awkward structure as that Dark Trooper helmet, where it just doesn't feel very convincing, or the shape of it is too angular, as try as they might. And given that this is obviously quite a big scale, it's amazing that they couldn't get a bit more in there, or use a moulded piece like they did previously. But I suppose they've gone for this whole kind of brick-built, going away from that Bionicles and the old Buildable figures model where you had bits and pieces. But yeah, it's gonna be, I mean, it's an adult set, so it's appealing to that classics audience, but at $300, I'm not sure an awful lot of people are going to pick this up, unless this becomes like a really long-standing series and very few people buy this one, and then somewhere down the track they've done a Stormtrooper, you know, whatever it is, a Boba Fett and things like that, and it becomes kind of a collectible sub-series, and people go back and buy Chewie. But otherwise, I just can't see many people really wanting this. It could be in danger of being like the Black Panther set that was just discounted almost from the get-go, because nobody really wanted something that big or unwieldy in this kind of 18 plus market. So yeah, 75371, I think it's due out in September as well, so they're kind of doing the whole September for Chewie. But if you compare it to the original, I'm just not sure it's as good. It's going to be bigger for sure. That's not in scale, but yeah, it's an interesting one, and I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Kind of, is it a set that you can't wait to get a hold of? Is it something that you're just kind of looking at going, what on earth, or what in the galaxy even? Yeah, let me know in the comments below. And that's it. Just a quick one on that little new leak that came out. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, leave a comment. It all helps with the algorithm as we push on towards 3 figures of subscribers, which I'd love to get to before the end of July. So thanks for listening, and till next time.